That is a lovely park. It feels so nice to sit outside in the sunshine and take a break from work.
I agree, David. It is the perfect afternoon for it. It is good to get some fresh air. What are you looking at on your phone? You have a big smile on your face.
Oh, this? I was just scrolling through some old photos. I found one that made me happy.
Can I see it? I am curious now.
Of course. Here, take a look. It is a picture of me and my best friend, Liam. We were on a camping trip about 5 years ago.
What a great photo! You both look so young and happy. It looks like you were having a lot of fun.
We were. That was one of the best weekends of my life. Liam is my oldest and closest friend. We have known each other forever.
It is so special to have a friend like that, someone who has known you for a long time. You do not talk about him very often.
I guess I do not. He lives in a different city now, so we do not see each other as much as we used to, but we are still very close.
I would love to hear about him. Tell me about your best friend, Liam.
I would be happy to tell you about him. Where should I even begin? There is so much to say.
Well, how did you two meet? The story of how best friends meet is always interesting.
It is a pretty simple story, actually. We met in primary school. We were in the same class when we were only 7 years old.
You have been friends since you were 7? That is incredible. So you basically grew up together.
We did. I was the new kid in the school. My family had just moved to the town, and I was very shy and nervous. I did not know anyone.
It is always so hard to be the new kid. It can be a very lonely feeling.
It was. I remember on the first day of school, during the lunch break, I was just sitting by myself in the playground. All the other kids were playing in their groups.
I can picture that. Poor little David, all alone.
And then, this boy with bright red hair came up to me. He was holding a soccer ball. He just smiled and asked, "Do you want to play?" And that boy was Liam.
That is such a sweet story. So he was the one who was brave enough to talk to the new kid. He sounded like a nice boy.
He was the kindest kid in the class. We played soccer together that day, and we have been best friends ever since.
So he had bright red hair as a kid. What does he look like now? Does he still have red hair?
Yes, he does. It is not as bright red as it was when he was a boy. It is a bit darker now, more of a reddish brown, and it is very curly.
Curly red hair. I can picture him. Is he tall?
He is very tall. He is much taller than me. I think he is about 6 feet 2 inches. He was always the tallest kid in our class.
So he is tall, with curly reddish brown hair. What about his face? What are his features like?
He has a very friendly and open face. He has a lot of freckles, especially on his nose and cheeks. He used to hate them when he was a teenager, but I think they are a nice feature.
I agree. Freckles can be very charming. What color are his eyes?
He has bright blue eyes. They are very expressive. You can always tell what he is feeling just by looking at his eyes.
That is a lovely detail. And how does he usually dress? What is his style?
His style is very casual and comfortable. He is not very interested in fashion. You will almost always see him in a simple t-shirt, a pair of jeans, and his favorite old sneakers. He cares more about comfort than about style.
He sounds like a very relaxed and down-to-earth person from your description. What is he like? Tell me about his personality.
His personality is the best thing about him. First of all, Liam is one of the funniest people I have ever met.
He is funny. What kind of sense of humor does he have?
He has a very quick, clever sense of humor. He is very witty. He can find something funny in almost any situation. He is great at telling stories and making people laugh.
It is so important to have a friend who can make you laugh. Laughter is such a gift.
It really is. He is also very adventurous and outgoing. He is not afraid to try new things. He is the kind of person who will decide on a Friday to go hiking in the mountains on Saturday. He is very spontaneous.
So he is the adventurous one, and you are maybe a little more cautious?
Exactly. He often encourages me to step outside of my comfort zone and try things I would normally be too scared to do. He makes life more exciting.
That sounds like a great dynamic. What are his other good qualities?
I would say his best quality is that he is incredibly loyal. If you are his friend, he will always be there for you, no matter what. He is the most reliable person I know.
Funny, adventurous, and loyal. He sounds like a wonderful person. Does he have any funny habits or quirks?
Quirks? What do you mean by that?
You know, small, strange, or funny habits that are unique to a person. The little things that make them who they are.
Oh, I see. Yes, he definitely has a few of those. It is funny you should ask.
I would love to hear one. These details really help you to understand a person's character.
Well, for one thing, he is a terrible singer, but he absolutely loves to sing. And he sings very loudly, especially in the car.
I love that. So he is not a good singer, but he sings with a lot of passion and confidence.
Exactly. He knows he is bad, but he does not care at all. He just loves the music. It is impossible not to smile when he is singing his favorite song, completely out of tune.
That is a great quirk. It shows that he does not take himself too seriously, which is a wonderful quality.
He really does not. Another funny habit he has is that he can remember the most random and useless facts. He is like a walking encyclopedia of strange information.
So he is a trivia expert?
A total trivia expert. You can be talking about anything, and he will suddenly say, "Did you know that an octopus has 3 hearts?" It is very random, but it is also very endearing.
So you have been friends for a long time? What kind of things do you like to do together when you see each other?
We have a lot of shared hobbies and interests. We have a lot in common, which is probably why our friendship has lasted so long.
What is your favorite thing to do together?
As I mentioned, we both played soccer as kids. We still love sports. When we get together, we often go to a park and kick a ball around, or we will watch a big game on TV at a sports bar.
So you share a love of sports. That is a great way to bond.
We do. We also both really love the outdoors. That picture I showed you was from a camping trip. We love going hiking in the mountains or kayaking on a lake.
It sounds like you are both very active people.
We are when we are together.
But we also have quieter hobbies. We both love to read, so we often recommend books to each other. And we are big fans of board games.
Board games. That is so fun. Do you get very competitive?
We get extremely competitive, but in a fun, friendly way. We can spend a whole evening playing a strategy board game. It is a great way to spend time together without spending a lot of money.
It is wonderful that you have so many things you both enjoy. It gives you so many different ways to connect.
It is clear that you have a lot of fun with Liam. But a best friend is more than just someone you have fun with.
You are absolutely right. The fun is important, but the support is what really makes a friendship strong.
Can you tell me about that? How is Liam a supportive friend?
He is the most supportive person in my life, after my family. He has helped me through so many difficult times.
It is so important to have a friend you can rely on when things are tough.
It is. I remember one time, a few years ago, I was having a really hard time at my old job. I was feeling very stressed and unhappy, and I was not sure what to do with my career.
That is a very difficult and confusing situation to be in.
It was. I felt very lost. I called Liam one night, and I just told him everything. I was so worried and upset.
And what did he do?
He did not try to solve my problems for me. He just listened. He was a very good listener. He let me talk for over an hour, and he was so patient and understanding. He asked thoughtful questions, and he reminded me of my strengths.
Sometimes that is the most helpful thing a friend can do. Not give advice, but just listen and show that they care.
Exactly. After that conversation, I felt so much clearer and more confident. He did not tell me to quit my job, but he gave me the courage to start looking for a new one. He is very wise in that way.
That is a wonderful example of what a true friend is. He sounds like he is very emotionally intelligent.
He is. He is a great person to go to for advice because he really listens to you first.
You have told me so much about him. I feel like I know him a little bit now. Do you have a favorite memory with him? A story that always makes you smile when you think about it.
Oh, that is a hard question. We have had so many adventures together over the years. It is difficult to choose just one.
Just choose the first one that comes to your mind.
Okay. The first one I am thinking of is from when we were about 18 years old. We decided to take a road trip to the beach for a long weekend.
A classic adventure for two young friends. That sounds like fun.
It was our first big trip without our parents. We borrowed my dad's old car. We felt so grown up and independent. The trip was going perfectly. The music was loud, the windows were down.
It sounds like a scene from a movie. What happened next?
Well, about halfway to the beach, in the middle of nowhere, the old car made a terrible noise and just stopped. We had run out of gas.
Oh no! You ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere? That sounds like a disaster.
It felt like a disaster at the time. We were so silly, we had not even checked the gas gauge. We had to walk for 2 hours to the nearest gas station. But now, when I look back on it, it is one of my favorite memories.
We just laughed the whole time. It was an adventure.
That is a great story. It shows that even when things go wrong, you can have a good time if you are with the right person.
That is exactly it. With Liam, even a bad situation can become a funny story later.
You said that he lives in a different city now. That must be difficult. Do you miss seeing him regularly?
I miss it a lot. It was a big change when he moved away for a new job last year. I was so used to just being able to call him and meet for coffee on the same day.
Of course. It is hard to go from seeing your best friend all the time to being in a long-distance friendship.
It is, but we work hard to stay in touch. We have learned how to be good friends from a distance.
How do you do that? What is your secret to maintaining a strong, long-distance friendship?
We make sure to schedule a video call at least once every 2 weeks. It is an appointment in our calendars, so we never miss it. Seeing his face on the screen is almost as good as seeing him in person.
That is a wonderful idea. It shows that you are both making your friendship a priority.
We also text each other almost every day. Not long conversations, but just small things. A funny picture, a link to an interesting article, or just a quick message saying, "How was your day?"
Those small daily connections are so important. They help you stay part of each other's lives. And do you ever visit each other?
Oh, yes. We try to plan a visit every few months. I will go to his city through a weekend, or he will come back here. Those weekends are always the best.
It sounds like you have a very strong and special friendship. You have managed to keep it alive despite the distance.
I think when a friendship is as old and as deep as ours, it can survive anything. He is more like a brother to me than just a friend.
I can see that. The way you talk about him, it is with so much affection and respect.
He has been a constant presence in my life. He has seen me at my best and at my worst, and he has always been there for me.
That is what a best friend is it not? Someone you can be completely yourself with?
Yes. You do not have to pretend to be anything else. They know all your flaws, and they love you anyway. It is about complete trust and acceptance.
I agree. It is a very precious relationship. Hearing you talk about Liam makes me think about my own best friend. It makes me want to call her right now.
You should. It is always a good time to connect with the important people in your life.
I will. Thank you for sharing so much about your friend with me, David. It was really lovely to hear all your stories.
It was my pleasure. It feels good to talk about him. It makes me feel like he's a little bit closer.